MarketAbilities. It's a podcast designed to help you in some way, whether you own a business, you want to start a business, you want to market your business, you want to grow your business.
Yeah, or brand.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Business.
Yeah, just like you as a person.
Yeah.
Brand you.
Yeah, so here's what we need to talk about, and this is not in reference to anyone that we might know or a person we don't know, but what is the shelf life of a business idea? How long can you talk about a business? How long can you fundraise for a business? How long can you promote a business that isn't a business, that isn't real? It hasn't come to fruition.
I'm going to say, let's take some guesses.
I think it's just how good you are at public speaking.
BSing.
Yep.
That too. Oof.
I think it's 5 years.
Would
Would be the average that you would have an investing group or whomever stick with you, as long as you're advancing the idea, maybe breaking ground.
Well, yeah,
building a website.
If you're advancing, then yeah, if there's actual tangible steps, then it's like, oh yeah, this is turning into a business.
Yeah.
But if you're just sitting there not doing anything,
right, yeah. If you just keep talking about it week in and week out, then
it's not going to come into fruition.
Because we know that the life cycle or the product, the stages need to include what? Development.
Yep.
And you introduce to the world or into the market, some growth and maturity, like you said,
right?
Something coming to fruition. And if it doesn't soar, it
crashes,
it declines, and it goes away. And why would you still fundraise or try to make money on something that did not survive the shelf life, right?
Yes. Like, man, there's just so many ideas. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people with so many ideas, and ideas are nothing.
They're like
you could sit down.
Everybody has one.
If you sit down in silence for an hour, you could come up with minimum like 20 great ideas that could probably make a ton of money. But let's be honest, you're not going to do anything.
No.
Right.
Because maybe you don't have the money, or you don't have the investors or whatever.
That none of that matters.
I'm saying
really.
That doesn't matter.
None of that matters. It's the fact that you're not going to actually sit down and do the work that it takes to get the investors, to start the work, to hire the right people.
To have the idea.
Like people have so many ideas, and even if you do take those steps, like there's still a lot of BS that happens along the way.
Yeah.
Where it's like then there's like shady deals that happen in the back, just because you're trying to stay afloat, you're trying to tell these people that this idea is going to work, and it may not work.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I think that's okay. I don't know if that's shelf life or stresses that come along with a startup or a new business, right?
It's all part of it, though.
Right. We had a business on last podcast that talked about a lot of state regulations, a lot of hurdles, a lot of hoops to jump through.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's enough if you aren't strong-willed, if you don't love it, if you aren't passionate, if you're not willing to give it everything you've got, that right there gets rid of a lot of the pack.
Right.
Yeah. Hey,
It's
you're messing with
It's
your
falling
microphone.
off. I was watching it. I was like, that's
okay.
like it's
Well,
falling
do you need
off.
to release it and then look at this shelf life? So, but anyway, I decided to look up here. We talk about business successes and maybe an idea, and okay, we looked at that 5-year shelf life idea. So shelf life, if you look at the definition, the length of time that a commodity, which now, can also translate into an idea or your first steps towards business ownership. It may be stored for this length of time, but after that 5 years, it becomes unfit for use, consumption, and sale.
Wow.
Wowza. Okay.
Well, and I think a big reason for that is because if you don't implement what you think will work now, it's probably not going to work in 5 years. There needs to be some sort of adaptability, especially with the way, like how fast things are advancing.
Yeah. I would love to talk with a group of investors, or maybe you can text us or email us or send us a message here. As an investor, how long are you comfortable having your money tied up in an idea before it comes to fruition? Now, if you have those uncomfortable conversations right off the bat and you're like, hey, this is a 10-year work in progress, like 10 years,
Yeah.
but then here's your return. I mean, I hope for your sake that it happens and it works out that way.
Yeah.
But that's what they're expecting. If they're expecting that, then I think that's a much better way to do business, is truthful, upfront, in particular if there's going to be like a long wait.
Yeah, I think it's all just measured risk, right? It's like you really need to measure is this worth it if it fails?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Here's the problem we have as a marketing ad agency, right? If you have hired us to come on and help you build your brand, help you build your idea, get the website, get the videos, get all the social channels set up. We've had you on every newscast, within whatever radius it is that you're trying to reach. And if something doesn't happen within that time period, we're building what's called your momentum. You have momentum in the marketplace, right?
Yep.
And when that
thing
goes away,
yep.
it just diminishes because there's no groundbreaking.
No, and it doesn't look good on you, and it doesn't look good on whoever you're working with.
Right. That's when we say, no, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
We didn't do those commercials. We didn't do that.
Yeah, because it's almost like a form of like deceiving people.
It is deceit, and you crush any momentum that you have. Good luck getting on the uptick for the second time.
Yeah, that's what I was about to bring up. Is like now that you've done that one time, and if you did it big one time and failed it big one time, it's gonna be tough to get going. And not the sense that you can't come back and
rebrand,
have a righteous comeback, and
change your name, and
right.
All that jazz.
But it's not like you can't do that and also be way better than the time before, because you can learn lessons. Everybody can learn lessons.
Sure.
But it's those same people probably will not come back.
No. I don't know.
They're hiding in the hills somewhere.
What?
Head in the sand. I don't know. I don't know.
That's scary.
You look, you can have a dream, you can have an idea. You want to plan these things before you make your official announcement, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Because if you don't do that,
if you're not going to do the work.
If you're not going to do the work, why have the idea and like, I have this great
Why
idea.
pay for the marketing?
Yeah, exactly.
Why produce the commercials?
Exactly.
Why build the website?
Because you're just wasting people's time.
And
money.
And it's also just like, man, people get hopeful when they see
especially if it was something cool
that you're creating, and you're like, oh, this could really help people. This could be really beneficial for the world.
Yeah.
And then you don't follow through.
Yeah. Shame. I think it's interesting to look at approximately 20% of new businesses fail or succeed.
I'm going to say fail.
Succeed.
Fail. During what time period?
COVID.
Well, that happened for a lot of people, and that's not funny. They've rebounded. Thank goodness. Some of them have.
Some of them have.
Approximately 20% of new businesses failed during the first of being open. How many years?
3.
Or months?
3 years.
2. 45% fail in the first 5 years.
Wow.
And you ready for this? More than half, 65%, during the first 10 years.
If you're a business owner and you're hearing this and that does not scare you.
Hey, we're in year 12, baby. We're
I know.
good.
You're chilling.
We're over the
hump.
I'm in like year 3. So.
Yeah.
We're good, man.
We're good.
Hey, no worries.
Yeah. Lots of work.
Don't pay attention to any of
though,
those. Don't pay attention to any of those statistics.
Well, because it's so situational.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like you can't compare like a restaurant to a plumber. You know what I mean? Because we need plumbing.
Yeah.
We don't really need restaurants. Like that's kind of a luxury.
It's a need,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need and a want.
Yeah.
And I would say right now, it's so interesting that you bring up plumbing or welding or electrician, HVAC,
so in demand.
car mechanic, painter. You can't find these people anymore. Or
if you do, they have a 6-month wait list.
No doubt.
Or
True.
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a friend who owns a construction company, and he's like, I'm booked out for the rest of the year in 2024.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What does
That's
that
good
tell
for
you?
him, but
it's great. Yeah, but they can't find anybody.
Yeah, you can't find people to work.
If you aren't happy in your job, you need to go get certification. I think John A. Logan can help you out. That might have been a client plug right there.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, because truly, that it's a problem.
It is.
It really is. Yeah.
Meeting a demand. So, I mean, not that we're discouraging you, but what we're saying is, I mean, you brought up a wonderful point. You know, you can have an idea and you can get so excited about it, and you can, maybe you've even got some friends that are willing to throw some money your way. don't waste it unless you know you're going to go the distance.
Yeah, I mean, I have like 3 ideas right now that I really want to pursue, and I actually am like considering them in my head with a friend of mine. Well, just for one of them, and we haven't even started on it. Like we haven't actually even sat down and done anything. But we've talked about it, and I know everybody does that. Like I can't remember. I don't know how many conversations I've had with people that are like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about maybe going into real estate or doing this or doing that. And it's just like, I just, it doesn't really become real until you actually either like sit down, put something together, and start working on it, or you put some money on it.
Yeah. Until you make a deposit or a significant withdrawal. That's for sure. Yeah.
Because then you're like, oh. Shoot.
I agree.
This is happening.
Real.
This is happening type of deal.
I agree. Well, we can help you if you do have an idea, a business, but we're asking that you be passionate about it. And, you know, not that we've ever worked with people who perhaps went a little too far, too fast. You know, we have. It's not really our job to say anything, but people are watching. And in particular, if your business or your idea has gotten quite a bit of publicity.
Yeah.
People are going to want to know, okay, what happened to XYZ?
Yep.
You know.
Well, it's because that's
right. They're hiding in the hills of we don't know where.
Wisconsin.
Why is it always in the hills?
Well, it could be the hollers, the hills and the hollers. They're hiding.
What about the desert?
Oh.
What about the beach?
No really good hiding places there.
In the desert?
Put
you
your
could
hand
disappear behind a dune.
Or a cactus.
What are you going to do? Bury yourself in sand?
No, but no one's going to go looking for you in the desert.
That's
Valid
true,
point.
yeah.
Valid point. Nobody's going
He's
there.
probably dead somewhere.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's a little bit today. That's all we've got. It's MarketAbilities.
Take action.
Yeah, great media.
That's
Take
the whole,
action.
Don't be sitting on your ideas. Just let them happen.
Well, see.
Well, you can't let it happen.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
To make it happen.
Make it happen. No.
That's it. All right. Send in your comments, your questions. No hate mail, just sweet stuff.
Well,
does it make some people feel good to say bad things usually?
Sometimes.
I think it depends on the situation, and we're not going to get into this conversation.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll see
I
you
think
later.
it depends on gender too. Okay.
Oh,
bye.